South Africa today faces a complex financial situation. Much of our economy is weighed down by national debt, which affects everything from public services to the energy we rely on daily. Ordinary citizens feel this through high energy costs and unreliable power supply because coal, still our main source of electricity, is outdated and expensive to maintain.
So South Africa's debt to GDP ratio is upwards of 75%. We have a very narrow band in order to be able to do spending without having to borrow for it.
This is Sekoetlane, the director of the New Economy Hub in South Africa. And as they say, coal dependence not only costs the economy money, it limits our ability to modernize. Every time the grid struggles or load shedding occurs, businesses lose revenue, households face disruption, and growth slows.
We have to very rapidly and ambitiously build up this new energy infrastructure that will take us on this green economy trajectory for economic sustainability and growth. When you look at the expenditure into the social safety net over the years, it has actually stagnated and perhaps even regressed. Our people are living in a cost of living crisis. Our hospitals are failing. Public healthcare workers, educators in our schools are saying that they're not being paid nearly enough to be able to survive. It's becoming all the more difficult to deliver on this capable and developmental state because there just isn't enough money flowing into the public coffers.
When we think about debt, international lenders and institutions play a powerful role. Their decisions influence how much South Africa can invest in sustainable infrastructure, including renewable energy.
South Africa has just had to borrow $1.5 billion from the World Bank. We've just had to borrow $474.5 million from the African Development Bank. We've also just had to borrow upwards of $200 million from the New Development Bank in order to be able to build this new energy infrastructure. So basically, we, society, are put in a position where we have to now choose between social support from the state or new energy infrastructure that will, over the medium to long term, keep our economy sustainable and perhaps even grow our economy. But all of this is now being positioned as an enemy of social security and support from the state. All across the world, this is the situation, including in developed economies like France, as much as what we are seeing in developing economies in places such as Kenya, for instance, where the riots that we saw break out were precipitated by an IMF bullet payment that was due and which the government was unable to service, and as a result tried to levy an unsustainable set of taxes on the people of Kenya, which made it impossible to live.
Sekoetlane warns that South Africa could suffer if the investment in renewable energies is not made. Transitioning to renewable energy opens up opportunities that coal simply cannot provide. It can create jobs, support local industries, and make energy more affordable and accessible.
There are jobs that are possible if the government can get it right in terms of building a manufacturing value chain around renewable-based economies, such as the assembly and manufacturing of PV solar panels. It's in things like the manufacturing of EVs. A lot of this is reflected in what is called the Just Energy Transition Investment Plan. The government is going to need to double down on investing in renewable energy tech in order to repower our economy, in order to then be able to really bring our people back into the economy. The more we invest, the better our chances of economic growth and opportunity for our people. The more we put in a renewable energy infrastructure into our economy, the more we power our economies and our society and our country in this way, it's cheaper for us, more sustainable for us over the long term, and it enables us to build a formidable energy capacity that makes it really attractive for investors to really invest here, invest in our people, invest in our economy, and invest in our development.